this afternoon. It is Homecoming Saturday, and we are your Alumni Relations team and hosts for today's event. Whether you were a Lee College Viking or a Lee University Flame, together we are Lee.
We've got a great lineup for you, including Homecoming Court, our Distinguished and Honorary Alumnus Award, and the premiere of the new Voices of Lee video with Babby Mason, and a feature on our NCAA Division II programs.
Athletics are such an important part of the culture at Lee and the homecoming experience. There's no doubt that our coaches and teams are world class. In fact, Andrea Hudson is celebrating 30 years of service as the coach of the Lady Flames volleyball team. Let's take a look at some of our athletic highlights.
I'm originally from Cleveland, and I was teaching middle school here. My family heard that the volleyball coaching position at Lee was becoming available, and so I was an alumni, and so I had played volleyball. I was coaching currently, but it was middle school level, right? So I applied, I prayed, God, if this is you, you'll open the door. If not, I don't know a president that'll hire a coach that's just coached middle school volleyball. But I came in for an interview, and Dr. Kahn hired me, and so that was, 30 years ago. It's kind of crazy.
What most people don't know is that Andrea was my assistant first. And I was running a volleyball club here in town, and I needed some help with the team, and asked her to help me with that club team. And so she came and helped me out that first year. And so from there, she asked me to come over and help here at Lee.
I would say a large part of what we do is the volleyball part continues to grow. We will always learn the game and play the game more, but it's about adapting to our kids and what are we gonna hopefully give them while they're here. And I think that becomes part of our job, how to teach them to be real live adults, not the ones they think they are, but teaching them how to really function in the world when they leave.
And there's these little clusters of players that come along that make such a significant impact on your life, and that you continue these relationships with over time and think back on their time as players. So definitely seeing them transform from freshmen into seniors and then into women that's an interesting perspective to see that happen over and over again in all these women volleyball players.
I was just thinking about a moment that happened just a few years ago. It was one of my milestone games, you know, when you reach one of those hundreds, and we were playing West Alabama here in our gym, and the team knew, and they went out and we lost the first 2 sets. And then suddenly we just came back and we won the next set, and then we won the next set, and then in the 5th set, it was like the girls just, you know, it was like they had a purpose, and it was their purpose. And I found out later they were determined to win that game for me. They wanted me to win at home. They wanted me to have that here at Lee's gym, and it just brought so much emotion. I remember coming into the locker room saying, of all the milestone wins, this one I'll never forget it.
And I hope that we ran the program with excellence, that we treated the players well, that we treated the officials well, we treated our guests well, we treated the community well. I would hope that that was what we would be known for, is for running the program with excellence.
I would want to be known that, you know, that the girls knew that it wasn't just about the volleyball every day. And people could look back and say, you know, those girls that graduated from the volleyball program, those are great girls. They've become good moms, they've raised children, and they've become good coaches, and they've become good employees. And so I hope that that's what they can remember, at least something, you know, one thing or something that we've done along the way that might have helped them.
Homecoming court has been a time-honored tradition at Lee. We crowned our first homecoming queen, Miss Becky Toll, in 1958. Our senior representatives and queen are chosen by a vote from the student body. Let's meet the senior court and crown the 62nd Lee University homecoming queen.
Thank you so much, Lee University, for everything that you have poured into me. You have caused me to grow in so many exceptional ways. I just want to say thank you for how much love the professors have poured in, the time that staff and faculty have all poured into every one of our students. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for this opportunity to attend this university.
Hey Lee family, we are so excited to launch the 1918 Society, our new alumni organization.
We can't wait for the events, benefits, and network that this exclusive group will offer our Lee alums. Your Lee experience didn't end with graduation. In fact, a new chapter is just beginning.
As a member of the 1918 Society, you will receive all the latest information about life at Lee and the Lee community. You'll have access to lifelong learning opportunities and career resources like our Fuel the Flame Masterclass series and Fan the Flame Leadership Summit.
Our upcoming educational travel series will give you another chance to enjoy cross-cultural travel and learning with other alums and some of your favorite professors. It's now easier than ever to connect with your fellow Flames, and we're thrilled to provide that opportunity.
Society membership is just $25. When you join, you will receive a gift box full of 1918 Society swag, a member t-shirt, a car decal, and most importantly, your 1918 Society ID card. Now, you can use your ID card for discounts at the Lee U bookstore, free rentals on the chapel for events, discounts at Cleveland area restaurants and businesses, and so much more.
To register, visit leesociety.com. Once we receive your information and $25 registration fee, the Office of Alumni Relations will send you your membership box full of 1918 Society goodies and your ID card that you can start using immediately. I hope you will join me in the 1918 Society and take advantage of the community and the resources it will provide.
excited to officially launch the 1918 Society, our new alumni association. We'd love for you to join us. Please visit leeusociety.com and sign up today. Now it's time to recognize the 2020 Distinguished Alumnus and Honorary Alumnus Award winners. Let's head over to the studio in the Comm Arts building and join Dr. Walker for this special presentation.
One of the great moments of homecoming is when we present the Honorary Alumnus of the Year Award and the Distinguished Alumnus of the Year. And I'm privileged to have that honor right now. Alex Kendrick is the winner of our Honorary Alumnus of the Year Award. He has served in church ministry for 20 years. He presently is an author, a speaker, and a producer of Christian films. You're most likely familiar with his movies like Overcomer, War Room, Courageous, Fireproof, Facing the Giants, and Flywheel. He's also co-authored 3 New York Times best-selling books and has been interviewed by multiple national media outlets like Fox News and CNN. Alex is married to his wife, Christina, and they live in Albany, Georgia, and they have 6 children. His entire family are active members of Sherwood Baptist Church. Alex also has 2 children here at Lee, Joshua, a junior cinema major, and Anna, a sophomore psychology major. It is my privilege to present to Alex Kendrick, the honorary alumnus of Lee University.
Hello, Dr. Walker and the Lee University family. What an honor to be considered for this award. It is a joy to be part of the alumni family at Lee, even on an honorary basis. Thank you so much. We believe in Christian education, so much so that it was important for me that my children attend a place that would help them grow in their spiritual life as well as their academic life. So Lee was an easy choice for us. It was so good to meet so many of your students coming up there to speak and to be a part of what the university is doing. Thank you for your impact, even in this difficult 2020 year, but God is getting glory out of it. So what an honor to be a part of your family. I'm grateful for it, and I want to say, may God bless you. Go Flames.
The Distinguished Alumnus of the Year for Lee University goes to Stephanie Lewis Taylor. She is a Lee grad of the 1984 class. She presently serves as the executive assistant to the chancellor, Dr. Paul Kahn. Prior to that, she served as the executive assistant to the president, Dr. Kahn, for 22 years. Stephanie is married to her husband, Robin. He is a Lee grad, also of the class of 1984. Together they have 3 children, Amber, Lindsay, and Ben. Also, all 3 of those are Lee grads, and Stephanie has 6 grandchildren. It is my privilege to present to Stephanie Lewis Taylor, the Distinguished Alumnus of the Year for Lee University. Congratulations.
One of my favorite things to do when I was a little girl was to go into the living room at my grandparents' house, pull down both my Uncle Roger's Vindaguas from when he was a student at Lee back in the 50s. I'd leaf through the yearbooks, pick my favorite girl for that day, which usually had to do with how big her hair flipped. And then when I had settled on who I was going to be, I'd carefully examine the guy prospects. That was a harder choice because of all the crew cuts and the Adam's apples, but I'd pick the most handsome one for that day. And then I would insert myself and my new boyfriend into all the scenarios I found in the books. The 2 of us would hold hands at plays and concerts. We'd go to chapel together. We'd walk arm in arm from the classroom to the cafeteria. He'd play basketball while I cheered from the bleachers, and at curfew, we'd part ways with a quick kiss on the cheek. It was a lovely life. Now, my grandparents encouraged these flights into the Lee fantasy. I can remember them assuring me in the most authoritarian ways that I was going to Lee. I don't ever remember learning that. I just always knew it all my life. And I believed what they said. Fast forward to my senior year in high school. I was called to the office to be confronted by my guidance counselor, who was dismayed because I only listed 1 institution to receive my ACT scores. Lee has always been the magnet to the steel of my heart. I gave in to the force of that sweet attraction in the fall of 1980, and the next 4 years were some of the best ones of my life. I majored in English. I was an alto in the Ladies of Lee. I was a member of Delta Zeta Tau. I was a little sister in Upsilon Xi, and I met Rob Taylor, the most handsome man in the Vindagua. The day after we both graduated in 1984, we got married in the gazebo right here on campus. Now after that, we moved away and established our lives and our families. But amazingly, Rob's company transferred him to Chattanooga, and we found ourselves living right back here in Cleveland. It felt like coming home. After we had our kids in school, I took a job at Lee. Now, you might not believe this, but I promise you it's the truth. While I haven't always loved some of the tasks that I've been assigned, I have always, for all these 25 years, loved coming to work. In my various roles, the longest of which was working in the office of the president with Paul Kahn, I have had the wonderful opportunity to rock and roll. I was given a front row seat during this transformational period of growth at Lee, and I wouldn't trade that for anything. Working with the board of directors and with the cabinet, watching their care and tireless efforts to make the wheels of this place turn, inspired me to do the same, to give it my all. And then there's Paul Kahn. He has led this place with such deep generosity, such active and creative care, such measured wisdom, such kind intelligence. It has truly been one of the best joys of my life to get to work beside him so closely. I am a better person because of his influence. Also, I'm grateful we'll continue our work together as Dr. Kahn hammers out what it means to be the chancellor at Lee. When I learned the news that I was the Distinguished Alumna of the Year, my immediate thought was of that tiny little girl sitting in her grandparents' floor, finding herself in the pages of Lee. It's pretty powerful stuff to realize that those sweet dreams have come true in such wonderful ways. Here's what I think. Way back before I even knew it, God gave me to Lee. I belong to her, and she belongs to me. When you know that it would be impossible for any other award to mean as much to me as this one does, really. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us this afternoon. Don't forget to join us in the morning at 10 a.m. for our special Alumni Chapel service.
Up next is the moment we've all been waiting for, the world premiere of the Voices of Lee music video, God Help Us, featuring Babby Mason.
Homecoming is a tradition that brings our Lee family together and reminds us just how special this place truly is. It's home, and home has not been the same without you.
So until next year, remember, whether you're a Viking or a Flame, together, we are Lee!